So, because I think what Vilma's trying to allude to is, strictly speaking, from a security perspective, let's assume all power goes out. Let's say your backups are gone, right? How do you ensure security and security measures in an instance like that? Because now, do
I
you know
got
what
it
I
now.
mean? It's a
Yeah, I
lot
got
easier
it.
for people to like come in there
Yeah,
and defy your security measures,
yeah.
right?
Right. So what I like about that question from Vilma is now I understand what she's on about zombie apocalypse style.
I mean, possibly.
But,
Yeah, I
but
don't
that's
know for sure, but I think she definitely is coming at it from the perspective of security
yeah,
specifically. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because obviously, like the rest of the hotel, as you mentioned, that you can find ways around that. But
sure.
security, okay, CCTV is gone, so you're blind with that. And yeah, okay, that's more of a thing that you tend to come back to rather than something you actively look in real time. But we will revisit that in a second. Um, you can still move freely through the hotel. We've established that you've got, like things like physical keys, access points and stuff, but it will be trickier now. Like maybe if lights are gone or if all access rooms are now open, for argument's sake. Let's say that,
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
that affects that or something like
Those kind of scenarios are really good to work through. It's a great question. So what you do it through physical manning. Now I said every person is a security officer, right? In that case, everybody would be a security officer, like for real. So you're going to put people on doors. That's what
that.
you're going to do. You're going to put people in corridors as well. So where you've got a kind of breakdown of things like that, you imagine taking reception staff, meetings and event staff, anybody who's available, restaurant staff, you can use them as security officers. You can have a manned corridor. You can have manned access points. You can man the stairs. You can man every way into the hotel. And actually, you don't need as many people as you think to do that. So that's the way that you can do it. So that's how you control people coming in and out in the event of a sort of kind of slightly more apocalyptic scenario.
How would you
Let's say,
ensure safety though? Because obviously, okay, yeah, everyone's a safety officer, but not everyone's secure. Not everyone can defend themselves. Do you know what I mean? Not everyone's
yeah.
that way
I
inclined.
mean,
Like, how do you?
you're imagining some kind of hordes like running in.
Not, no, no. I'm thinking more like, okay, scenario. Your
Good.
power's gone.
Yep.
Your electrics have gone. You've got no emergency. It's not a zombie apocalypse situation, but
Yep.
now let's say someone comes in and they have the intention of robbing or hostage situation, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You may or may not have seen them in the commotion. Maybe the reception staff missed them. Maybe the desks missed them. You've not got any access to CCTVs. It's not even like you could review something like that.
Yep.
Because obviously that would be your first thing, wouldn't it? If someone did come in and they're suspicious and no one saw them, oh, well, we'll look at the CCTV. But you can't now. So it's even trickier to know what we're looking for unless someone can give a specific, you know what I mean? So I know part of this will come down to just looking out for suspicious behavior, but it's a lot more difficult now that power's gone, now that, we're trying to move our people around and kind of get some structure in this scenario. Like, how could you kind of approach that?
Yeah. So bearing in mind, your primary security is people still, like regardless of whether power's on or off. In your scenario, is it nighttime or daytime?
Good question. Let's assume nighttime, because obviously that's a bit
Okay, yeah,
trickier, isn't
'cause
it?
it flicks in a few extra points there, doesn't it? So the let's say you control access to the hotel physically through manning. So you ask to see people's key cards coming in.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There you go. So already you're only going to let people in then who should be in the hotel. So that's one way of doing it, isn't it? So you stop everybody else coming in. We can do that at any time. At any time, we can close down the access to the hotel and only let in certain people who are staying at the hotel. And there are times where it's suitable to do that. The other thing you can do, let's go worst case scenario, evacuate the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
That's your worst case scenario, isn't it? Is we cannot ensure any of those things for the people in it. Now, usually speaking, they're probably still better off inside the hotel than they are outside, given that if you've got a massive power cut, maybe it's gone off everywhere. So you may as well be here than somewhere else. But if that's not the case, and there are other places working, you could evacuate them to somewhere else, which we have designated. Yeah, so that would be your ultimate worst case scenario, wouldn't you? Physical manning is your way forward if you've lost any of your systems, because eyeballs on are better than CCTV anyway,
Yeah.
because they're proactive. torches. Yeah, we got all that.